Welcome to the very first day training of the Beast Mode series. Today we're about to train back, biceps and a little bit of shoulder. Before I get to the gym, right, here's what I normally do. Preparing my supplement. Supplement is not 100% necessary, but if you have supplement and you're taking care of your training, nutrition, everything on track, then supplement can definitely give you a good boost. So right here, what I normally have before my training, I normally take this BCAA, branch chain amino acid. The reason why is to keep my body in the anabolic mode. As I train, you're going to break down muscle tissue, right? And you're going to use a lot of energy from your muscle. So taking BCAA will help in terms of endurance, recovery, and to prevent muscle loss, especially for those of you who train prolonged amount of time, right? So I'm going to keep it straightforward. BCAA, I'm going to take this like 10 to 15 minutes before my training. And also preparing for post-workout, right? So post-workout, again, I will have another serving of branch chain amino acid and 2 servings of protein, right? For the protein synthesis to recover in the optimal amount of time. So 2 servings of branch chain amino acid here. And this is for my post-workout. It's very important to prepare first because after workout you don't want to go home and drink, right? Might as well just drink it on the spot. One more serving of BCAA. How many grams you should take for branch chain amino acid? Well, if your workout is like longer than 1 hour, then it's recommended to take like 2 servings, mainly 10 grams of BCAA. If not, like if you have just like moderate training, if you do body weight training and stuff, 1 serving is more than enough already. Every time when you go to the gym, make sure that you already prepare and know what to do. Alright, because sometimes if you don't plan, what happens if you go to the gym, you probably will get confused, right? And what's even worse is the equipment sometimes can be occupied by other people. So you must be always prepared, like assume that you already do a workout. What is the workout that you should do first? Every set, every reps, full focus, right? And the reason of doing this Beast Mode series is also like a self-motivator for me. Me myself, I'm not a beast person. I'm actually quite sentimental, the soft type, right? It's just that my photos, is just showing another side of me. Normally it's like after training or during training where I'm already pumped up. So if you get to know me in person, for my friends, I'm a very soft person. So this is why I need this Beast Mode motivation, and also not just me alone, right? I wish every one of you can join me, right? Beast Mode training, Beast Mode mentality. That's what I normally do in the gym. But off the gym, back to the Jordan you. Okay, here in the gym, and this is Body Factory Gym, a gym where I normally train, right? Very simple gym, nothing fancy, free weights machine. So today is back day, not just back, mainly pull day, right? Anti-immobile pull, we gotta hit all of them. So the main muscles we'll be working are the back, right? Overall back, biceps, and I will add in shoulder as well, maybe the lateral raise. Although it's not pull, but just like slot in to train overall. Right, so I'm gonna do my warm-up and we're gonna get started. Let's do it. The first exercise of the day is T-bar row. So this is a great exercise that trains your entire back. So before you start any training, it's very important to warm up. So here I'm doing a dynamic stretching, rolling my shoulder back and forth, twisting my torso, and if can, do some roll out on your lower body. So always start with a particular exercise, right? You want to go light, make sure the lightest as you can. To me, I prefer to add a little bit of resistance, do around 10 reps, and then rest for 1 to 2 minutes. And then after that, you got to gradually increase the weight, right? Slowly increase the weight, right? It's still a warm-up. Right here, minor increase, another 8 to 10 reps, make sure to get my body warmed up. But what is one important is the mind. Make sure I go through the exercise for max preparation. And here I did a little bit heavier. One last warm-up to get ready for the actual working set. First working set, six plates. It's about 60 kilo, working about 10 repetitions. So the first set is always like pushing with effort, not full effort yet, but with effort, right? Mild struggle, 10 reps, because you want to slowly add the weight in the next second set, third set, and fourth set. So every time you do a rowing, it's very important to retract your shoulder, right? Retract and then pull. And this is the last working set. In total, I did was 5 working sets. I just want to make this video fast. And actually I did a couple of sets, and this is 8 plates of 10 kilo. So working around, my target is 6 to 8 reps, and always get my lower back secure with a lifting belt, only for the last few sets. 6 to 8 reps, so full focus needed here. You gotta go beast mode. Again, train according with your own intensity, right? Push as hard as you can. Remember, without giving up your form, no matter how heavy it gets, keep a good form. If your form is running out, then reduce the weight. Remember, working around 6 to 10 reps for the last set. T-bar row. Actually, I did 5 working sets, right? Remember, warm-up is a warm-up, working set is a working set. So I take 3 working sets of warm-up. Remember, warm-up, you don't want to go anything too hardcore. You want to do the particular exercise that you're about to do. Basically, is to warm your body and to warm your mind, right? Go through one round. So trust me, if you have a good warm-up, you're going to have a good working set. If you do T-bar row, do according with your own potential. I've been training for many years, so the weight that you see I perform is my intensity, right? So work with yours. Gonna hydrate, resting about 2 minutes now, and then I'm gonna move to the next exercise, which is a lat pull down. Lat pull down, a close grip version that works the entire back. So this is a warm-up version. I only need to do one warm-up. It's because my body is pretty warm up from previous T-bar row exercise. It's pretty intense for previous exercise, so all I need is only one warm-up set of 10 to 12 repetitions. And this is my working set. Take off my shirt just to show you that how the back muscles work. So back muscles is a little bit complex because it's the muscles that you can't see. So every time you do, you gotta visualize, right? You can actually use my back muscles as a reference. You got to squeeze your back, right, and maintain full range of motion, going all the way up, straighten your arms, and all the way, pulling all the way down. So this is how your back work. Mainly for beginners, when you're first doing back training, it's very common to feel a lot on biceps instead of your back, but keep training, remember, not to go too heavy. Right, so here are the example of depression. Every time you pull, you got to depress your shoulder and retract and pull, not just pulling. Depress, retract and pull. This is how you give your back muscles the max engagement. So here comes the last working set, right? Another angle, better viewing, right? So as you can see, I pull all the way down to my upper chest area, right? The key here is not just pulling, is to contract your back. Here's another tips. Every time you pull, right, try to imagine your elbow going towards your rib cage, right, and suck in your stomach, because the moment you suck in your stomach, you are actually engaging your core to stabilize your body. Definitely it's a big no-no of swinging backward, right? Keep your body stable. Work around 8 to 10 reps. Yeah, second exercise down, that is close grip lat pulley, mainly engage the overall latissimus. Great exercise, but the only problem is the engagement. So every repetition when you do, don't just do for the sake of doing on a rep. Try to do, squeeze your back. You have to visualize, right, the muscles being contracted, right? Depress, retraction, and squeeze your lats, right? Here, this is your lats. Imagine your elbow, armpit is squeezing something. Okay, by doing that, each rep, I can guarantee you can experience different level of gains, right? So this is part of the beast mode mentality. Focus, focus, and focus. This is the last exercise of back. Remember, the volume of back exercise of each muscle group for this program is not high because we are training very frequent. You got another back session 2 days later. So this is the last exercise of a wide grip rowing. Basically hit the upper back, the rear delts, and the traps. Great exercise, recommended to work around 10 to 12 reps for this workout. Alright, so remember, every time you pull, don't just pull. Try to engage your back. Like this is the very good example. Retract your back and pull. Retract and pull. Pull to the highest point as you can, right? This is how you engage your rear delt and your upper back. That's basically my back workout. So right now I'm going to hit my biceps, right? Secondary muscles. I'm going to do a curl and then move on to hammer curl and finish off with delts. Okay? Right now you're going to hit another pulling movement, and this is many people's favorite, the biceps. This is barbell curl. What you're going to do is 3 sets of barbell curl that trains the short head and a little bit long head of the biceps. And this is my last working set already. Basically I've done 2 working sets. As you can see, my arms are pretty pumped and working around 7 to 8 reps with max effort. The key here is to stabilize my torso without swinging. So as you can see, I'm really having a hard time stabilizing myself and execute it with a proper form. Right, nice and easy. And that's 3 sets of barbell curl. Fully pumped up. And next is hammer curl. 3 sets of hammer curl. Mainly target the long head of the bicep brachies. So the trick here for every curling is to flex your triceps at the bottom of the movement. Basically, when you flex your triceps, you actually give a full range of motion to the exercise, right? So flexing your tricep at the bottom is not something easy. Go give it a try. Again, stick to maintain a good form without swinging, without using a lower back. Yep, this is actually my 3rd working set of hammer curl. And that's pretty much for arms. Now, last but not least, I'm doing a shoulder. Lateral raise, and this version is actually a little bit different from many people do. It actually trains your side delt even more by sticking your thumb pointing up to the ceiling. So working around 10 to 12 reps for lateral raise. Pretty challenging weights here. I'm using 17.5 kg each arm. So if you can go heavy, but again, it's not necessary to go heavy but losing your form. What is more important is actually your form. I'm trying my best not to swing. In fact, there's a little bit of compensation there, but I'll take it as a suspension. So 10 to 12 reps, not easy at all. Alright, so that's pretty much for the weights training of the day. As you can see, the volume is not very high. Please take note that this program, we are training the same muscle group twice a week. So keep up to 3 exercises for back, 2 exercises for biceps, and 1 intensive set for lateral shoulder. Still not done yet. Actually, I'm in this cutting mode, which means I'm going to bring down my body fat level. So I still have cardio to do, which I'm going to do 20 minutes of elliptical machine slow steady pace cardio. This is for me because I want to dig down, but for you, if you want to bring up your size, it's not necessary to do cardio. Yeah. So again, if you wondering when is the best time to take protein supplement, the best time is to take right after your weight training. Also before your cardio, if let's say you are like me doing a cardio session later. So here, another 2 servings of Profusion protein, 1 serving of BCAA. I'm going to mix them up. It's not too bad. Protein and BCAA, right? Chocolate flavor, mixed tropical fruits. Not too bad, right? Probably the protein is dominant. Protein taste is dominant. So I'm not done yet. Still a cardio. Beast mode on again. Let's do it. that's pretty much for day one. To summarize this out, what we did is all the pulling movement, including bicep curl, and finish off with raise, right? Although raise is not a pulling movement, but I just want to put in this session is because tomorrow we still got so many things to do. We got to do push, mainly working chest, triceps, the front, shoulder, and probably going to finish off with cardio again, right? So finish off with 20 minutes cardio, but today, fortunately, as you can see, I did 25 minutes. Right now, I gotta go back, shower because this shirt is so wet, sweat so much. I'm gonna have 2 chicken legs, skin off, no skin, because I love tender meat. You can go for chicken breast if you want, and pasta, spaghetti, 100 grams of weighted uncooked. Probably gonna mix with a little bit of olive oil, stir fry. And not forget vegetables, right? I'm gonna stick with broccoli. Signing off, beast mode on all the time.